Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at how much Air Force One is actually worth. Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Let's get into it. Air Force One is the official air traffic control call sign for a United States Air Force aircraft carrying the President of the United States. In common parlance, the term is used to denote US Air Force aircraft modified and used to transport the presidents. The aircraft are prominent symbols of the American presidency and its power. The idea of designating specific military aircraft to transport the president arose after the Boeing 314 Dixie Clipper flight in 1943, when officials of the United States Army Air Forces, the predecessor to the US Air Force, became concerned about using commercial airlines for presidential travel. A C-87 Liberator Express was reconfigured for use as the first dedicated VIP and presidential transport aircraft and named Guess Where To. But the Secret Service rejected it because of its safety record. A C-54 Skymaster was then converted for presidential use, dubbed the Sacred Cow. It carried President Franklin D. Roosevelt to the Yalta Conference in February 1945 and was used for another 2 years by President Harry S. Truman.
You would have asked me a year or two ago. So yeah, the opportunity to come here is more than just a dream. If you pause to consider what this wing is responsible for, that every day, truly, we are part of America's history. Everything this wing does is part of America's history. And just to have the opportunity to serve in that capacity with the airmen here, it's a dream come true.
The most recognizable plane in the world is getting an upgrade, but it won't be ready for a few years. While Air Force One is just a call sign for any Air Force carrying the US President, the term is often used to refer to the pair of iconic blue and white Boeing 747s with United States of America emblazoned on the side. From Hollywood to cable news, the current aircraft known as Air Force One has been made famous through frequent appearances when accompanying presidents on most of their trips. The current modified Boeing 747s that fly the Commander-in-Chief, known in the Air Force as VC-25As, are on their way out after serving only 5 presidents for nearly 3 decades. It's time for the Flying White House to enter the new jet age with a next-generation aircraft to fly the president, the Boeing 747-8i, in the same way passenger airlines are retiring their older Boeing 747s. Designated as the VC-25B, the new jet is larger and more efficient than its predecessor, but bigger in this case doesn't necessarily mean better, as the new Air Force One will actually be lacking some key features compared to its predecessor. Despite the sky-high price tag, here's what we know about the highly confidential program to replace the current Air Force One. The entire program is costing over $5 billion. Despite a concerted effort on the part of the Air Force and President Donald Trump's administration, the total program is slated to cost $5.3 billion according to Defense One. That price includes the aircraft purchase, around $800 million if purchased new, which they weren't, as well as the interior completion, special modifications and a new hangar at Andrews Air Force Base in Maryland. Boeing is keeping the exact costs of the jets a closely guarded secret according to Defense One. The last program to replace the Air Force One aircraft, which began under President Ronald Reagan, was completed during the George H.W. Bush administration, only cost $660 million, the LA Times reported. The two 747s were supposed to go to a bankrupt Russian airline. Boeing will not be building the new Air Force Ones from scratch, and in fact, the Air Force will technically be buying an aircraft second-hand. As part of the cost-saving efforts, Boeing sold the government 2 747-8i aircrafts that were built and intended to be delivered to a now-defunct Russian airline, Transaero, a Boeing spokesperson confirmed to CNN. "We got a really good deal," former Air Force Secretary Heather Wilson told Bloomberg in an interview. And that's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another amazing video from us. Until next time.